Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome to Aussies on the Ball. Now, this is my new channel and I posted my first video yesterday, which was an all-Australian NBA 2K25 rebuild, which was super fun. If you guys haven't checked that out, please go have a look, leave a like if you enjoyed. But this video is going to be a bit more of a chatty episode. Now, we're going to be talking about the NBA finals and the Aussies that we're going to be seeing in the NBA finals and what they're up to at the moment. But this is also just an introduction about me. So if you guys followed the Toxicity channel, which that's who I am, that's my gaming channel, you guys can go and check that out. We've got lots of fun content on there, older NBA rebuilds and some other stuff. So I decided that I want to bring all this kind of content over here to this channel now, and that's what we're doing. We're doing a bit of a sports channel, we're doing a bit of a gaming channel. I also stream on Twitch, and we do a bunch of Pokemon openings and stuff. You can see them over here behind me. I've got a bunch that I need to sort out right now, but yeah, a little bit about me. I've been following the NBA since probably early 2014. I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. My dad got me into basketball around that time, and yeah, my favorite player has been Luka up until this year. And if you guys want to see my reaction to that trade, I can link that down in the description below for you guys to go and actually have a look at that, because I didn't react very well to that trade, as a lot of people would expect. It hurt a lot, and seeing how quickly the Mavs have dropped off has sucked quite a bit. So yeah, I've been enjoying watching the basketball this year. I've been getting more and more into it rather than just being a casual watcher in the last couple years, which has been super fun. And my goal for this podcast, my goal for this channel is to kind of shine some more light on some of the Aussie NBA guys, and just do some more NBA 2K challenges and rebuilds here on the channel, and just do some different things. So it's going to be a lot different to the gaming channel. These episodes are going to come out fortnightly, and we're kind of going to go over like a recap of the Aussie boys and how they did during the week and in the fortnight. But today we are just going to kind of talk about the NBA finals and some off-season awards that are going to be coming up. So we're not going to be talking about any game recaps at the moment. We're going to start doing that from next week. And then once we get into the offseason, it's going to be a lot of kind of trade talk, contract extension talk, and we're going to be doing some fantasy rebuilds and some offseason rebuilds here on the channel too, which is going to be really fun to do. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I'm just excited to bring you guys this channel, bring you guys something different, apart from just the gaming stuff, because I am a massive crap talker. I like sitting here and just talking for a long time. That's why I enjoy streaming, and that's why I enjoy the rebuilds, because sometimes they go for a little bit longer than some of the other content that I do record. And I do sit down and do long gaming sessions with my friends, and that's why we do a lot of clips and things like that. But if there's any breaking news, I'll be sure to do some shorts. I'm also going to be turning my Instagram and TikTok, that's my Toxicity channel, into kind of a mix of both content. And my TikTok, I kind of do a bit of everything, and my Twitter, I'm going to be posting a lot of NBA stuff as well. So I'll just link all my links in the description below for you guys. But if you guys have any comments, any questions, any queries at all, comment them down below and I can answer them in the next chat that we do. But yeah, these videos are going to go up every second Saturday. So there's going to be one this week, none next week, and then the week after we're going to be doing a first episode. But the NBA rebuilds we're going to be doing every Friday. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a cool schedule. And then once we get into the off season, we'll probably do maybe 2 or 3 a week just to do a rebuild for every team. But we're going to be going over some of the NBA Aussies in the NBA at the moment. We're going to be talking about like the teams they're on, and we're going to be talking about kind of their aspirations in the finals, which is going to be good fun. So in terms of off-season awards, I don't think any Australian is going to come close to winning a most improved MVP, sorry. But I think Dyson Daniels is going to go close to winning a most improved award, and he's also potentially in line for a depoy. Let's have a look at, let's bring this up so we can actually see a little bit clearly. So we'll go Dyson Daniels, and we'll look at his stats really quick. So, I mean, last year he wasn't really getting much time, which was rather unfortunate. But this year, he's kind of exploded, which has been insane. So last year, he was averaging 22 minutes. He was averaging 6 points. He was 44% from the field and 31% from three. He was averaging almost 4 rebounds and 2.7 assists. So, and 1.4 steals. So because he didn't get much time, he didn't really get much opportunity to shine. But this year, he is averaging a massive 33 minutes, so up 11. He's averaging 14 points per game. He's 48% from the field, and he is 35% from three, which is on both of those a 4% raise. He's averaging 5.6 rebounds. He's averaging 4.2 assists, and he is averaging 3 steals a game, which is insane. He's averaging, I'm not sure, this right here doesn't show the blocks. Let me go into Basketball Reference to see if it's actually showing blocks per game. Does it actually show that? It doesn't. No, he's averaging 1 block per game, or a 0.6 blocks per game, which is nuts. That's nuts. 0.7 actually, 0.7, which is insane. So I think for his size, he's playing on, he's switching onto a lot of different positions, and he is definitely probably going to go top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year. And for MVP's sake, not MVP, Most Improved sake, I feel like he could be up there as well. I don't think, I can't really think of anyone else. Like Cade Cunningham has had a really good increase in productivity this year. I think, I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head that's going to be as close to Most Improved. Like Norman Powell is one that's up there, obviously. But I feel like Dyson Daniels, just on the team that he's on, considering Atlanta are the 6th seed right now. Let's bring up NBA standings real quick and have a look at that too. So yeah, Atlanta are the 6th seed. They're the 7th seed now because the Pistons are having a really good year. So yeah, they're the 7th seed. So I feel like maybe their positioning isn't as good for what we like his stats wise. But hey, he's playing really good. He's playing really, really good. In terms of NBA finals, obviously the Atlanta Hawks are going to be making the finals, which is pretty crazy. And I think with the Trae Young on your team and you have this defensive team around you, I think with Jalen Johnson, they would have been a big threat in this offseason. But because Jalen Johnson is out for the rest of the year, I think potentially that's where the Atlanta Hawks will slip. They could be a round 1 exit, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the 2nd round and get eliminated. It's going to be really interesting to see if they actually click in the finals. And just Trae Young's going to give you a game. He's going to give you a game or two in any series. He can just switch on at any time. Yeah, he's going to be one to really watch. I think that's the only Aussie that's going to be in line for any sort of awards. But in terms of final series, in the West, you obviously have Dante Exum on the Mavs, who today have slipped to the 11th seed, unfortunately. So yeah, that's rough for them. Obviously, they might get AD back. They might get Lively back. They might get Gafford back. So they could overtake the Suns again. But yeah, it's going to take a big effort. So Dante Exum might be out of the finals race altogether. And he's out of contract at the end of this year as well. Dyson Daniels has a team option or a player up. I think it's a team option. So he's definitely going to come back, and then his extension is going to kick in next year. I think he's going to get paid next year. But a guy that's kind of sitting okay in the standings, I think they're a play-in team at the moment, is Josh Giddey. Now, he has turned it on in the last month. He has absolutely exploded. Let's bring up Josh Giddey. He's missed a couple of games due to injury, but he has been like a man possessed this year. So he played on March 20th. He played today. He played 31 minutes, 22 points, 10 from 15 from the field, 2 from 4 from 3, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. So he stacked the score sheet. So yeah, this year he's averaging almost 14 points. He's at 46% from the field, 37% from three, 7.7 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 1.1 steals per game, averaging almost 30 minutes on the Bulls. And that doesn't really show his last few games. So I got that right here. So he is averaging, not averaging, sorry. In the last 5 games he's played, 22 points against the Suns today. He's got 29 points against the Pacers on the 11th, 26 against the Heat on the 9th, 19 against the Magic on the 7th, and then he's 18 and 19 in 2 games before that. But yeah, he's had a really good year, and he's at a contract at the end of the year. I feel like he's going to stay in Chicago. I feel like they're going to pay him maybe 25 mil a year, maybe 22.5 for maybe 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I think he's going to be a big part of what Chicago does in the upcoming years, which is going to be good. I feel like he's found a good home in Chicago. I'm going to be doing a Josh Giddey rebuild on this channel as well for the Bulls, because I love Josh Giddey. What can I say? He's an Aussie and he's an icon. Joe Ingles is on the Timberwolves. I don't know. He's not really getting much time at all lately. He played while they had all those injuries, but I think he's just a vibes guy at the moment, which for him, this late in his career, that's kind of what you're going to get. Which, you know, that's fine. That's honestly fine. He's probably, if they win a championship, he wins a ring. That's cool. Jock Landau on the Houston Rockets. He's kind of that third string center at the moment. So I think Steven Adams, the New Zealander, he's getting some minutes over Jock Landau as that backup center, but he's had a couple games this year. Patty Mills, obviously. I love Patty Mills. I don't think he's going to feature in the finals at all. Ben Simmons is one that could potentially make it to the NBA finals this year. The Clippers are playing really well. They are, I think they're the 5th seed at the moment, aren't they? 7th seed. So they're 1 game behind the Warriors, and they're 3 games back from the Grizzlies. So they're going to get a tough game in the first round. But Ben Simmons is back from injury now, and he's actually playing pretty good for the Clippers. Like, he's not averaging huge amounts, and that's something. Like, obviously he's not going to average an insane amount of points, but the defense is still there. Today he played 13 minutes. He is 0 from 1 from the field, and he averaged he got 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. So I guess that's something. That's some sort of production. But yeah, he's averaging 4.5 points from the season in 18 minutes, and he's 4 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.5 blocks. So I mean, I can see him playing a big role in the NBA Finals coming up for the Clippers. I don't know if he'll get back into a starting position with Kawhi Leonard there, but I could see him definitely coming in and playing meaningful minutes in the playoffs, which is going to be good for Ben. Unsure if they're going to keep him around next year. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a free agent. He might take a vet minimum somewhere else. Where could really use someone like Ben Simmons? Maybe like a younger team that can potentially use his services to maybe, I don't know, mentor. I don't know if you want Ben Simmons mentoring anyone. But yeah, I'm excited to see Ben Simmons in the playoffs. I am going to be doing a Ben Simmons Philadelphia rebuild on this channel as well. So that could be something you guys might enjoy, which is pretty cool. So a couple other players, Dwight Reef and Matisse Thybulle, they're over there in Portland. And then you have Josh Green. They're going to be missing out on the finals altogether. The Hornets are really bad. I don't know where Josh Green fits on the Hornets. I don't know if he's going to be there next year or not. I'm pretty sure he is contracted next year, so he could be there. He could be a trade piece in this offseason, which I feel bad for him. I loved him on my Mavs, but I don't know. Does he fit what they're building moving forward? Is he on their next championship team? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he is or not. But he's a good player. He's a handy player to have around. He's good on the defensive side, and he can offer up a quick burst of points if you really need that. I did a few times for the Mavs. Dwop Reith and Matisse Thybulle, both of them, unsure. Completely unsure. They're good contributors for the Boomers. Same with Josh Green. Same with pretty much all these guys we've mentioned apart from Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons has actually committed to the Boomers next time they play. So that's going to be really interesting. Johnny Furphy is another Aussie that we haven't really mentioned today. I'm unsure if he's going to get meaningful minutes at all for the rest of this year. I feel like the Pacers are in a really good position. The Pacers are currently in the East. They are 4th seed, so they're 1 game ahead of the Bucks. They're 0.1% in front of the Pistons, like half a game, I think. Reading this correctly. So they're in a vulnerable spot and they get Halliburton's back soon. So yeah, I don't see Furphy really sticking around too long at the Pacers because they've got a lot of guys ahead of him, which is rather unfortunate. I see the potential there, and I don't know really where he fits on that team long term moving forward. But hey, who knows? Kyrie Irving is another name that's announced that they're going to be playing for the Boomers next time they play, which is amazing to have Kyrie come over and play with Ben Simmons on this team as well, with all the guys that have really stood up this year in Giddey, Daniels, Axum. Did Axum play? Pretty sure Axum did play. Maybe I'm tripping. But Landau, Reith, Josh Green, Joe Ingles, obviously, and Patty Mills, absolute troopers for the Boomers. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that next Boomers squad stacks up. Because, like Rocco Zikarsky, you have Jack McVeigh, you have all these other guys that are I don't think they're around the NBA. Jack McVeigh is on a 2-way for the Houston Rockets, I believe. And Alex Dukas, actually, I forgot about Alex Dukas. He played some meaningful minutes today for OKC, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look and see. He is Australian, and I completely forgot. Where's that OKC game? They beat the 76ers by 33. And he played 14 minutes and got 4 rebounds, 1 assist and 3 points. So he played some meaningful minutes. Didn't really do too much. 1 from 2 from the field, 1 from 1.3, 1 from 3, which is, okay, and he got a steal there as well. So he's only averaged 5 minutes this year. So how many games has he actually played? Not many. Yeah, not many at all. But I mean, there's some good teams that are winning games right now. The Kings beat the Cavs, which was very surprising, very, very surprising. And Golden State are on an absolute tear at the moment. Yeah, they've been unbelievable. They're looking very scary over there. So yeah, there's a lot of Aussies around the league at the moment. The next podcast or next Aussies on the Ball episode that we're going to do is going to be talking about them in the recent fortnight. We're going to have more stats. We're going to have more chat about them. And yeah, we're going to start talking about off-season stuff because the NBA finals are about 10 games away-ish, maybe 12 games away, which is nuts. Like, I feel like the NBA season literally just started. But here we are. So yeah, this is my first ever NBA chat podcast episode, and it's only a short one because I just wanted to introduce myself. I just want to talk about some of the Aussies in the NBA finals, and I want to talk about where they could be next year, which is going to be really interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Patty Mills and Joe Ingles both retire from the NBA this year. Neither of them are contracted. Dwop Reith, who knows? Jock Landau's on a big contract, so if that can be moved, then we'll see. But yeah, I'll be following around all these guys online for the next year or so, or however long this channel goes for. I don't know why I said year or so. I meant to say for the rest of the season, and then continuing on. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to kind of see how the Aussies go in the finals. I'm really excited to see how Dyson Daniels goes in the finals, to see if he can keep his defensive pressure up when the real pressure's on. And some of the other guys, is going to be cool to see them get some opportunities. Hopefully Joe Ingles plays a few more minutes for the Timberwolves. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. But yeah, it's just it's really cool. Unfortunately, I don't think my Dallas Mavericks are going to make it. I think AD is meant to be coming back in the next week or two. But honestly, if I was the Mavs front office, I would stop him from doing that. But I don't know if they can. I feel like that would piss him off, and that would cause a bigger issue than the issue that's already at hand. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for tuning in. The next episodes are probably going to be much longer than this. I'm going to have more stats, more statistics, but this episode, I just wanted to chat a little bit about me and about the Aussies that we're going to kind of follow for the rest of the season. But if there's anything in particular you guys want to know, or any sort of videos you want me to talk about, like we're going to be talking about future trades, we're going to be talking about future contracts, we're going to be talking about all sorts of different things in these podcast episodes moving forward, and it's going to be super fun. I'm just going to keep it chill. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it breezy. I'm probably going to have some guests on, which is going to be super fun. Haven't really done that before, but yeah, let me know down below if there's anything in particular you want to see, you want me to discuss. But most of the time, it's just going to be the Aussies. And then if there's any breaking news, any injuries, any crazy scorelines, I'll most likely upload a short discussing it. And we'll also start posting this stuff on my TikTok as well. So enjoy the rebuilds. If there's any rebuilds in particular you want to see moving forward, then definitely let me know as well. But again, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate all the support, and welcome to Aussies on the Ball.